Friends, I have some news for you. One bad, the rest are good. Let's start with the bad one. Just recently, in his bed at night, the guru of the audio industry, the founder of Bryston, Brian Russell, sadly passed away. His impact on the daily lives of music and movie fans is invaluable, as Bryston equipment plays a crucial role in the creation of most films, soundtracks and songs. Globally, if I list all the key places where Bryston is used, I think our video will be a couple of hours long. And I value your time, so I will list only the main ones: Dolby, BBC, Capitol Records, Capitol Radio, Metropolis, even Abbey Road. In his time, Brighton's clients were Will Smith, Ray Charles, Robbie Williams, Jim Carrey. Sad to realize that recently Brian Russell sent me the last preamplifier for BP17 Coupe, with a personal autograph and wishes. Let's move on to the good news. Bryston has released its latest device, so to speak, 3-in-1. This is a DAC streamer preamp BR20, which according to the company's statement, will be simply phenomenal product. What can I say if the distortion coefficient, according to people from Ontario, is 0.006? Space is merely just an indicator, the level is extremely low. They promise it will be as linear, fast and accurate as possible, like all Bryston gear. The second good news, he sailed to us or maybe flew on a Boeing or Airbus BDA 314. Black, sealed, manufactured in Canada. Today we will observe the contents, the packaging. We will ascend, as per usual, into his interior. We will analyze him in a practical manner. Finally, we'll assess on the Droid scale. With my rough hands, I've set up 5 devices. I resided with one of them for more than 6 months, so I have a great deal of information about him. And of course, I will inform you of all the strengths and weaknesses of BDA 314. They claim it's best to open Bryston with office knives. They will exhibit a superior performance. What preparations did the Canadians and customs officers make for our benefit? I hope not bricks. Yes, definitely not bricks. Immediately we see the 220 power cord. Fat, but we will not use it. We will replace it with a normal cord. And we certainly utilize this thing for our own purposes. It is undeniably heavy in weight. By the way, I enjoy this type of foam. It does not crumble like the inexpensive one and has much better shock absorption capabilities. Here he is, my beloved. This is Bryston branded Scotch. It is of good quality. And take a look at the significant amount of so-called moisture absorbent material we have here in this location. A great amount. Manual for owners. In this document it states the manner in which he does. It connects, but we all know this even without it. And the remote. We have BDA 3-in-14 in front of us. It's new, as you can see, cold, not yet tested. Although you know that Bryston tests any device for over 100 hours at their factory before handing it over to the end user. And only after these tough 100-hour tests does it go back for inspection. And if all the parameters match, then the sale of this equipment begins. Big plus! Now Bryston places this remote control in their digital to analog converters and preamplifiers. Just now all their remotes sold separately, priced at $500–600. Imagine any client had to pay so much money to get a remote control, and now it's included. This is a big advantage. Important detail. These buttons, they are arranged very well. And there are distinctions between the mute button and the volume buttons. They have a different feel, which is extremely convenient for use in low light conditions. The facade is made of thick aluminum, but I am unsure about the type of tank armor used. It has proven to be highly resistant to scratches, even with harsh usage by some clients. However, upon closer inspection, I noticed a few scratches, which were easily removed with a couple of gentle cloth movements, restoring it to its original condition. Notably, there are no ventilation holes present in this design. This is excellent. Extremely effective passive cooling. Sufficient. Although what's there to warm up to? Here we have a DAC, not an integrated or powerful one. Multiple entrances behind, HDMI ports up to 4, uncommon in DACs. A rare and noteworthy feature. And a huge plus for super audio CD lovers. This means that you will be able to transfer, for example, Super Audio CD content from Oppo or Sony PlayStation and enjoy DSD files. I can say about the disadvantages of these HDMI inputs that they do not support the so-called audio return channel, but otherwise everything is fine with them. We have 4 USB inputs behind us. Unfortunately, Wi-Fi is not provided. AES so-called EBU input. I hope YouTube will not ban me. Optical input, multiple pieces, USB audio is also accessible and provided. Here's all that can be connected. I think they inserted it here. This is cool and versatile device. Naturally, we have a detachable power cord. What to expect from this device's class? We have balanced outputs and also what are commonly known as RCA outputs. Single-ended outputs are also available. Well, of course, I recommend connecting BDA 314 only with a balanced cable. Moreover, the entire analog part in it is made in pure Class A. Returning to the front part, I would say that it is extremely concise. Our buttons, I believe, are made of plastic. By the way, this is a negative. Well, they could place the iron here. All other aspects are executed flawlessly. The logo of Bryston, it is precisely cut out of this thick metal material, creating a striking and durable design. We possess a light bulb that indicates its operation. It is of good quality and has high quality rubber legs for stability. I would definitely replace them with, for example, ISO acoustic or Nordost, but it's up to you. If you desire to maximize the potential of this device, please feel free to alter the original legs. Interesting fact about warranty, Bryston offers a 5-year warranty on this device. I believe that this is a long period of time for such devices, and the most delicate moment is that they can give you even more guarantees. For 5YRs, they ensure microprocessors like SAP Asahi Kinsei Semiconductor 490 will be available. However, if, for instance, your device breaks after 7 years and they have spare parts, they will repair it for free. The power amplifier for the Bryston integrated amplifier provides a 20-year warranty. When I first heard about this, I was simply shocked because it's a huge period of time. There is a saying that during this time, either the company will go bankrupt or they will be joking, so judge for yourself. Moreover, they started giving a 20-year warranty when the company was 18 years old. Their devices simply didn't break, and those that were, so to speak, broken somehow, were repaired for free. And the company decided that it was time to give a 20-year warranty. And in the market, probably this is one of the few companies that possesses such a massive reserve of strength. Well, I would like to open it. Remove this cover. She is extremely overweight. Unscrew. How many bolts do we have here? 6, 7, 8. And see what's inside. I think you, friends, will find this interesting. It took more than 30 minutes to unscrew all the bolts in this Bryston. It is made with such high quality that it is challenging to open it at home. However, we were able to successfully accomplish it. The last step and the disclosure are still pending and have not yet been finalized. It is an exciting moment. Voila! And inside, to our delight, we have come across a toroidal transformer. Large for such a device. He could easily fit in a power amplifier, but he is in a digital to analog converter. Note that the braid comes from it. Not just wires, but naked ones. Toroidal, unfortunately, not Plytron. And for me this is a significant disappointment, as Bryston previously made use of Plytron transformers in practically every single one of its devices. This company is widely recognized and respected for its high-quality toroidal transformers. They make them for the military industry for medical purposes, and now only Plytrons are installed in powerful amplifiers from Bryston. In less powerful devices, as we can observe, Bryston does not utilize Plytrons for operation. Also here, we observe capacitors with a capacitance of 6800 microfarads, consisting of 2 pieces as well as small capacitors. They have 4 pieces going for 2200 each microfarad. The motherboard, it says BDA 3, and there is a signature, so it turns out that each instance is assembled manually and signed by a live person, who can't help but be happy. Moreover, it is made in Canada, not in China or Taiwan. Furthermore, we also see the BDA 3 internal fuse in this location. This is our highly acclaimed Recom IC/DC power cycle, known for its exceptional performance. A flash drive was found on the board. Most likely the operating system of this device is loaded from it. High quality flash drive, class 10 of course, and the device doesn't slow down at all. It reads and processes all your files over the network. If you have a NAS connected, it also sees everything, all compositions, so everything is fast, clear and understandable. At first glance, it is very neatly assembled, of high quality. There is plenty of free space, but on the other hand, there is no point in occupying it either, if the engineers have calculated that there is enough of these boards and components. Thick, anodized aluminum, so it's a sturdy construction. I am confident that it is not susceptible to vibrations as such, but once again, I would still utilize, for instance, Nordost cones, because they enhance the sound quality by making it cleaner and more accurate. Fixative, so that nothing flies off. Gold-plated connectors of very high quality, no cheap plastic. Bryston engineers have linked the BDA3 DAC of the third generation with the BDP player, and now we possess a universal player, streamer DAC that combines two functions in one. In fact, you can do whatever you want with it. You don't need a computer to play music of the highest quality. Fascinating moment. He is in favor of Roon, but to be honest, with the high quality interface of Manic Mouse, you will not require any Roon essentially. You won't have to pay money because if you use TIDAL or for example Qobuz, it's very convenient to use a smartphone to play, create playlists and like songs. Essentially everything you need is here. By the way, control is available through an infrared port, and there is also the option to use RS-232 or a 12-volt trigger. Redundant functionality, PCM up to 384 kHz, DSD up to 128x2, TOS link inputs. Manic Mouse interface is called everything is convenient, good, no need to download any applications or apps. You can immediately enter the web interface and there is a player right in front of you. Now I am in TIDAL. See, these are George Michael's top tracks. We can also go straight to the albums, for example. Play the album Fade, see which songs are in it, add them all at once, or for example, one by one. Here I add it to the playlist and voila, that's it, the song starts. Volume control, that is, we can connect the device directly to the power amplifier without a preamplifier and adjust the sound. The interface is incredibly convenient. Although it felt a bit unusual at first, once you've used it for about an hour, it becomes hard to switch to any other option. Its convenience is unmatched, making it difficult to find a comparable alternative. Additionally, there is a rating system implemented at this location. You have the ability to easily indicate your opinion on the song, and all of a sudden, she voila goes into your favorite tracks. The interface is constantly updated and the software is constantly updated as well. Now we can go and see what versions we have. Here the firmware is loading and initializing, preparing for the next set of instructions. Just a short while ago there was an update and we all installed it. The only task that took about an hour was updating everything. A telling moment is that the new firmware updates are constantly being released and Bryston is tweaking and improving something. The interface does not rely on chance or leave it to fate. In conclusion, the sound is 10 out of 10. A very accurate device, almost like a scalpel in the hands of an audiophile. You will be able to hear all the nuances, all the pros and cons of your system composition. If you have assembled a setup of inadequate quality, believe me, Bryston, this 3.14 DAC will expose it and show you that it is very large, very accurate. You will hear all the symbols, everything will be right in front of you. The design is rated 8 out of 10 points. It is a bit simple for me. On the other hand, it integrates very well into any interior, absolutely any, but still I think something should be added. Or maybe on the contrary, reduce this font and these white inscriptions. I don't really like the silver device, it looks good, but on the other hand, it is inconspicuous. so if you put it in a rack it will easily get lost among your components. Ergonomics is only 10 points because the application is very convenient, and overall I am satisfied with the performance and functionality of this DAC. The buttons here are also very well manufactured. You always have the option to switch to any source. Additionally, the surface is highly resistant to any impact. Well, I will say this, in order to scratch this device or somehow bring it into an improper condition, I think you can only put a handle from a shovel into it and try to clean some snow with it. But only then you will be able to eliminate Brixton. So this device is highly reliable and of high quality, and it is also ergonomically convenient for users. Particularly, I would like to emphasize once again the significance of the Manic Mouse application, which essentially removes the necessity to utilize a computer or even Roon in your home, although Roon supports it fiercely. In terms of functionality, our Canadian has 9 points. Except for Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, everything is here. Some will say that there is no MQA support, but it is there. Playing MQA files through your Roon core is easy. On the other hand, I utilize this device with TIDAL for seamless music streaming. You simply link your account and enjoy the magnificent sound. The whole library of the world is audio. On your palm, on your smartphone, everything is very convenient. Manic Mouse, again, I praise him for the umpteenth time. I praise Canadians for making this interface as thoughtfully as possible, which, in my opinion, surpasses the majority of interfaces, the majority of applications by much more, so to speak, famous, in quotes, brands. Reliability 10 points. This is Bryston, so they are made like tanks. They are listened to after 100 hours of assembly, then listened to again. I don't know what needs to be done to break it, just don't know. For all the time I've been watching them, no matter how much I don't communicate with people who use them, they don't break, they don't heat up, they are unpretentious, they don't reboot. Generally, this is the perfect device in terms of reliability. The main criterion is the price-quality ratio at BDA 314, which is approximately at the same level as the Peak of Everest, making it an excellent choice. In my opinion, I am confident that I can easily provide you with a list of 5 devices that are an order of magnitude more expensive than the Bryston BDA 342. These devices, in comparison to the Bryston BDA 314, will have a shorter warranty, will definitely not sound as detailed and good, and will be worse in terms of interface and quality of use. This information comes to mind without any need for further research. The money, which you will provide for him, will undoubtedly yield a 100% success rate in achieving the desired outcome. In conclusion, I want to say that Brayton once again proved their expertise in creating high-quality, serious, thoughtful, evolutionary products. There are currently a lot of offers on the market among streamers, DACs, but I think Bryston will definitely be a leader, even when compared to much more expensive